What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 32 deadline stream. Hope you are all doing well. We've got an early start today compared to usual. Instead of 2 hours before the deadline, we've decided to try 2.5 hours before the deadline, and I'm going to try and do this for the upcoming deadline streams until the end of the season, just to see if that makes a difference as well, because otherwise we tend to clash with some of the bigger YouTubers, and then as a smaller channel it's a bit more harder to get some reach. So I thought, let's just go and start earlier than some of the big channels, so we at least get some free time before the big channels start and take all the viewers mostly. So Freddy, how are you doing? Welcome, Freddy. I think you sent me your team as well, so I'll bring it up. For me personally as well, for my team, 51 points obviously from Gameweek 31. No change to the team except for benching decisions. So this is what my team looks like right now. I'm not playing the chip this week. I'm going to keep my triple captaincy for Gameweek 36. I don't know who it will be on in Gameweek 36, but planning to keep my chip for Gameweek 36. That's kind of where I'm at. Freddy, obviously, I'm going to bring your team up as well. You've got some interesting benching decisions as well. So let's bring it up. This is Freddy's team at this moment. With Rea, Livramento, Guardiola, Munoz, Palmer, Eze, Murphy, Salah, Mamush, Mateta, and Isak. On the bench, you've got the Villa trio, and obviously Gabriel, who is out for the season. I guess Gabriel will be moving next week to someone, I'm assuming. Akshat says, hi Ryan, namaste. Namaste, Akshat, hope you're doing well. How are things going? Also, I thought I will take this time to mention, for those of you who are here early, after this stream, I'm going to be playing some FC Pro clubs with the subscribers. In those who are in the Discord potentially might be joining me. I don't know. Let me load up the channel actually. It'll basically be from, if I can find the live stream, it'll basically be from like 15 minutes after the deadline starts until the Manchester City game kicks off. That's basically it. So if you guys want to come and join us with that, it's on Chatbox Extra. We'll be playing some FIFA Pro Clubs for anyone who has Pro Clubs. Yeah, I thought I'll mention that as well. Looking forward to that after this stream. Freddy says, keeping the bench like that, fair enough. 100 points for Ryan this game week. I hope so. Let's see. I would love more than 100 points inside the top 1 million for the first time this season. Fingers crossed. Inside the top 1 million for the first time this season. So we'll see how it goes. This is what the team looks like as well. Freddy also has a very similar, except for Palmer versus Saka for me. And Eze versus Sa. Everything else, I'm not starting Guardiola. I'm benching Guardiola, and I'm starting Murillo from Forest. Everything else is the same. Yeah, so those are the only 1, 2, 3 differences basically in my team. So we'll see how we go. Akshat, how's the team looking like for you? In terms of the poll, we've got 3 votes. I'm assuming two of that is on triple captain and 1 with no chip. Freddy is the one with the no chip, I'm guessing. And also, we are closing in on 1K subscribers as well. And if you are here, do leave a like as well on the stream to try and help us get to that number as well. G, how are you doing? 144 in the league. Could you provide some suggestions? Yes, let's bring it up, shall we? 144, you said. Dun-dun-dun. 144. Easy Garnachos. 53 on the wild card. Rea, Burn, Konsa, Guardiola, Sa, Saka, Salah, Murphy, Mateta, Mamush, and Isak. So I'm guessing you start Munoz for Konsa this week. Would you start Munoz for Guardiola? And then here's the question for you. Are you starting Saka or are you starting Morgan Rogers? Everything else can remain the same, right? I guess it's Saka versus Morgan Rogers and Konsa or Guardiola. I don't think Timber will play this week, so I highly doubt he'll play. Might get rotated. So, but the rest of the team looks fine. Yes, no chip this week, says Freddy. Fair enough. Mr. Chatbox, please check your DM. Yes, I will bring it up. MFZ. Here we go. MFZ. Ooh, -4 and then bench boost. I don't know if I want to -4 and bench boost, but let's have a look at your team. So this is MFZ's team as well. Rhea, Livermore, Munoz, Guardiola, Salah, Eze, Murphy, Palmer, Sa, Marmush, Isak, Konsa, Saliba. No, I probably wouldn't bench boost this. Who are you going to bench boost with? Doesn't Ariola have a better game next week? He has a better game next week, right? And on top of that, Saliba and Konsa will also have doubles. Everyone else will have doubles, except Palmer will go to a Saka maybe next week. Nah, I wouldn't -4 this week and bench boost. MFZ. I'll just bench boost next week. Your team looks like it's set up for a bench boost next week. Evan Nilsson next week has a slightly. Oh, yes, Palace. It's not too bad. But I'm assuming you might want to move it to Marmush. Oh, you already have. Why don't? Oh no, Mateta. Okay, fair enough. You can keep Evan Nilsson next week. It's not too bad as well. I'll probably bench boost next week. Looking at your team. Munoz for Guardiola, Rogers for Saka, says G. Fair enough. Munoz for Guardiola, yes. Saka for Rogers. Okay, fair enough. Got to target that the Southampton fixture. Now the only thing is we don't know about the minutes for the Arsenal and Aston Villa lads, so do take it with a bit of risk. I've got no clue how their minutes are going to be. Shubh Haran, how are you doing? Jamie says, yo Ryan, I play a wildcard this week. Are you able to see my team I picked? No, you'll have to send me a screenshot, Jamie. Can you send me a screenshot? I can't look at your wildcard team. I can look at your team from last week, but it won't show me a wildcard team. If you want to send me a wildcard team, if you're in the Discord, you can send it on Discord, or you can send it on Instagram or Twitter. I can't see. This is what I can see. I can see your team from last week. I can't see your wildcard team. So you're gonna have to tell me where your wildcard team is. That's the initial plan. Roll transfers, benching Saka, Guardiola, and Timber. Fair enough. Constant Ariola for someone, says MFZ. Oh, nah. I just keep the -4 for next. Sorry, I'll just bench boost next week. MFZ. I think next week is a slightly better bench boost position to be in. 190. Do we bench Saka this week? Is Isak still a triple captain option despite Newcastle pressure? Bench Guardiola Rogers last week. I think Isak should be fine. I know it was Jason Tyndall who came on and said, but honestly, I think Isak should be fine. I wouldn't be too worried. You want a triple captain? I am not against it. In terms of benching Saka, that is the $1 million question. In terms of benching Saka, it depends on who you have as your other midfielder or other attacker. So I'm in a situation where I have Saka and Rogers. I kind of need, sorry, not Rogers. I had Rogers is maybe a slightly more easier situation. I have Saka and Rashford. So I kind of need to decide between Saka and Rashford. It's a bit more harder to decide there. So I have started Saka because of that. Because first of all, I wasn't expecting Rashford to start in a Champions League. I was quite shocked that he started the Champions League. And maybe tactically you look at it and go, okay, maybe there was a reason for starting him, but I was not expecting it. So initially I was going to start Rashford, but now I'm starting Saka because I think Rashford might potentially get less minutes than Saka might, is what I'm thinking. Benched Guardiola Rogers last week. Don't tell me about it. I benched Guardiola, Ederson, and Mateta. I benched 24. Never mind. Painful to have Munoz and Rogers on the bench. Welcome to the club. I didn't have those players, but I also had benched a lot. Karan, how are you doing, Karan? How's the season going? I look and you're having a pretty good season as well. I DM'd on Instagram. All right, let me bring it up. 2018 league, 2 free transfers, Foden to Rogers, Gabriel to Milenkovic, and bench boost. Oh, do you think Rogers will start though? What's your feeling on Morgan Rogers in terms of minutes? Where is this? Jamie, here we go. Jamie's team. This is Jamie's wildcard team, and then we'll bring Karan's team up as well. So this is Jamie's wildcard team. Ooh, looking Onana, interesting. I'll be a bit careful with Onana, Jamie. I won't be surprised if there's pressure to drop him as well at times and play by and day. But yeah, just be careful with Onana. And also let me load up Karan as well, who's having an amazing season. Top 100k. With Rea, Konate, Munoz, Danburn, Foden, obviously, and Gabriel, Salah, Perfy, Palmer, Mateta, Marmush. Oh, you have Verbruggen this week with Luca Dean. Okay, I see why you wanted to bench boost this week. Now I understand why you want to bench boost. Because you have Luca Dean and Verbruggen, and this week is there better fixtures for the two of them. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, makes sense then. If you want to bench boost this week, Karan. Looking at your team, it makes sense. The question is picking the correct Aston Villa midfielder. Milinkovic, I don't mind, to be honest. Gabriel to Milinkovic, I don't mind at all. Is Rashford first choice striker now? Is he though? Or is he rotating with Watkins? That's the thing. I don't know. It'll be very shocking that Watkins is the one who gets Aston Villa into like the knockout phases of the Champions League, or helps them get them to the knockout phases, and then he doesn't play at all. I don't know. I don't think he's first choice. Surely not. So at the end of the day, Rashford is like a lone player as well, right? Do they really want to lose Watkins next season? A dilemma is play Savinho or take a chance at Roger starts. Ooh, that's a tough question, because Joseph, like, Savinho's returns aren't necessarily consistent as well. Morgan Rogers has a good fixture. Where do you think? What are you leaning towards? And Joseph says hello as well. Welcome. 21st in the mini league. Would you start Guardiola over Saliba? Guardiola over Saliba. That I might try that, especially if you have Ria in goal. I might try Guardiola over Saliba. However, just Rogers is a dilemma. I feel both might get benched. That's probably what might happen. And then you have to decide who you think might get the more minutes, or any other midfielder of choice. Fair enough. I DM'd you on Insta. Alright, I'll bring it up as well. Thanks, Ryan, for the suggestions. Who are the players with minutes risk? The main Arsenal players. Almost everyone from Arsenal is a minutes risk, I would say. Same thing with Aston Villa. Saliba, same thing with Spurs as well. Spurs, Arsenal, Aston Villa, and some from Man United are all minutes risk. Saliba or Rogers? Rogers. I think. See, I was surprised that Brentford didn't score against Chelsea. They had so many chances of Brentford, and honestly, I thought Brentford would have scored against Chelsea. So hence why I'm willing to bench some I'm benching Saliba, but I have Rea as well in goal. So I'm starting Rea, but I'm benching Saliba. But yeah, 50-50 on it. I see. Tough decisions. All right, hold on. Let me bring up. This is Jamie's wildcard team. Akshat, I'll bring your team up as well, and Shubharan, I'll bring your team up as well. But this is Jamie's wildcard team. Trippier, Milinkovic, Munoz, Onana, I'll be a bit careful. Bruno, Sa, Murphy, Salah, Palmer, Mateta, Isak, Williams, Murillo, Evan Nilsson, and the Brentford second choice keeper. Jamie, do you have any chips left? I had to ask you, Jamie. Do you have any chips left? What chips do you have left? I replaced Onana with Rea. Okay, fair enough. What chips do you have left? That's the question I have for you. What are the chips you have left? And attack is fine. Won't you want some City coverage? Because City have a double game week next week. No Marmush maybe? Or instead of Evan Nilsson? Like Marmush instead of Evan Nilsson? And then while I wait for Jamie's reply, let me load up Shubharan and Akshat as well. Karan, who is your midfielder of choice? I think Morgan Rogers, minutes wise, for the double in 33 is probably the safest option. Like, we know he's gonna play Morgan Rogers, but good score. Good wild card. But it's hard to predict exactly in terms of what he called, whether he'll play this week or not. Let me load up Shat as well. Here we go. Let me react to this. Otherwise, I don't know that you guys. So who's this? Akshat. Akshat has the assistant manager chip in play with Cells, Saliba, Livramento, Munoz, Saka, Salah, Semenyo, Rogers, Marmoush, Mateta, Isak, and Eddie Howe. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Why is Henderson on the bench? Akshat. Henderson has a double game week this week. You should probably be starting Henderson, to be honest. I'd probably start Henderson. He has a double game week, Akshat. I don't know if you maybe missed that. Oh, I see. Okay. MFZ, I've just seen your bench boost versus 1, bench boost versus 2. I'll bring that up as well. Thanks, Saliba Rogers. 50-50 on the, what is it, Savinio versus Rogers? 50-50 on Savinio versus Rogers. Maybe in that specific situation, it's probably best to go with a minutes safer player and just start Savinio. Between Savinio and Rogers. But then Rogers is a minutes monster. Like every time the guy plays 90 minutes, it's just insane. Plays 90 minutes. I am just shocked that the guy can play 90 minutes. MFZ, I'll bring yours up as well. Who is this FPL villain who is a Aston Villa fan? Let's see what his prediction is for Aston Villa. He doesn't have Morgan Rogers starting. Uh, mm, I mean, honestly, I'm not against starting Rogers. Just hope that he plays because he plays like so many minutes. Bench boost, free hit, and assistant manager left, says Jamie. You have bench boost, free hit, and assistant manager left. So you have to play a bench boost next week, right? If you're playing a bench boost next week, you might want a slightly different bench. Like you can't have a Brentford second goalkeeper who doesn't play and play a bench boost. So you need to find a second goalkeeper who plays. So that needs to switch. Double Forest defense next week is also probably not great situation to be in. I'll probably go and replace that slightly. Maybe get in a City defender for next week. You need some City players in for next week for the double. If you're going to bench boost next week, because you can't bench boost this week, right? Looking at this bench, you might have bench boost this week, but you can't because you're playing a wild card this week. So you'll have to bench boost next week. So like, it's either that or you bench boost. No, you'll have to bench boost next week because you have the assistant manager chip left as well. Yeah. So I'm thinking you just like switch, like bring in Mamouche, some City coverage, change the goalkeeper to a second goalkeeper who also has like a bench boost game week next week, or even Ariola who is at 4.2 against Southampton next week. That's also completely fine. To do that, you might have to sacrifice Bruno Fernandes. He might have to go as well to be able to fit in terms of budget. That's your wildcard team. Yeah, so you'll have to change it if you want to bench boost next week. And Adarsh, how are you doing? Start Ain't Nuri versus Spurs or Embuemo versus Arsenal? I'll start Embuemo. Adarsh. Embuemo for me. I know, but I don't know. Lol. I have bench boost free. Honestly, tell me two teams that could clean sheet this game week. Two teams that could clean sheet this game week. I would like to tell Aston Villa, but they have the tendency to lose their clean sheets at times. So the first team would have to be who's playing Leicester. I think Brighton. Brighton have so many injuries. Might be the week that Leicester actually go and get a goal. Because of the amount of injuries that Brighton have. Teams who can keep a clean sheet. I'm going to go with Newcastle against Man United. Funnily enough, I think Newcastle should be able to keep a clean sheet. And I'll go for I'll probably go for Liverpool against West Ham. Even though Liverpool's defensive numbers have dropped recently, I think they should have what it takes to keep a clean sheet. Brighton, I don't know. Brighton should keep a clean sheet given Leicester's recent attacking form, but with the amount of injuries that Brighton have, I'd like to add Forest as well. I won't be surprised if Forest win 1-0 at home. So Forest, Newcastle and Liverpool are the three teams that I'd favor. Who should I start between Guardiola, Luka Dean and Timber? I'll start Luka Dean because Mattison played, right? The Champions League. So Luka Dean, then Guardiola and Timber would be last. Double game week, but he's not going to keep any clean sheet. I trust Selsmo. That is fair enough. Yeah, okay, I can see your point. My original team is shambles with injuries. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I know. I saw your original team. So you need to, if you're going to bench boost next week, Jamie, you need to get some players who will be good for next week as well. Your current team has no city coverage on your wildcard. I'll probably go and get some city coverage. Chelsea against Ipswich, maybe, but then Maresca keeps rotating and whatnot. You can see a Liam Delap scoring against Chelsea, right? The guy is also linked to come to Chelsea. You know, he scores against Chelsea, just proves that he needs to join Chelsea even more, stuff like that. I won't be surprised if Liam Delap or even Ipswich it's not like Ipswich don't score goals, right? They can find a way to score goals. And Chelsea's form has been pretty poor recently that I don't mind it. All right, let me load up. Obviously, did I load up Shubharan's team? Yes, this is Shubharan's team. Shubharan, what's the plan? What's the plan? And this is obviously Akshat. Akshat, I guess the Henderson I saw. Everything else looks fine, Akshat. I think you can't really do much. Everything else is okay. How many free transfers do you have, Akshat? And then Shubharan, again with the Rogers versus Saka decision to make. And I'm guessing Guardiola Saliba versus Konsa as well as another decision. I was supposed to load up MFZ's bench boost options. So this is one option that MFZ has for his bench boost, which has Sells, Evan Nilsson, Guardiola, and Stupinan this week. And the other option is for next week. Honestly, looking at the other option next week, this week's option looks better. This week's option looks way better than next week's option. Oh no, I closed next week's option. Does it? Ooh. Isak, I mean, it's not too bad. Isak and Evan Nilsson, not too bad. Goalkeeper looks better. But next week's option is without a -4 as well, right? Livramento is the only one who doesn't have a great. To two defensive goods, three defensive. Guardiola versus Livramento, basically. Won't be surprised if Guardiola gets something. Yeah, I think this bench boost should technically outscore next week's bench boost. Unless Evan Nilsson and Isak go ultra crazy, this week's bench boost should technically outscore next week's bench boost for you. MFZ. And Tiger, how are you doing, Tiger? Sent you my team. Yes, let me load it up. Jamie has shared his chips. So he's got, yeah, except for triple captain, got every other chip. Let me switch this again. So this was Jamie's one. Let me close that. Let me bring the new one he shared. So you bought in Benderek. Why Benderek? Wait, how much money do you have in the bank, Jamie? Surely don't you have cash to upgrade? Like, can you upgrade Valdemasen and Benderek? Is that possible for you to upgrade the two of them? If honestly, if you need to bring in cash, if you have to downgrade Trippier to Livramento and upgrade Valdemasen and Benderek, I am for it. Load up mine, Ryan. I did. Didn't you see? These two, right? I prefer this bench boost. Think you're looking at it, Rav. One free transfer, Clivert to Rogers. I wanted Murphy, but I already have Livramento, Isak, and Eddie Howe, so I had to go for Rogers. Yeah, fair enough. I played my assistant managership, says Tiger. Oh. Com, how are you doing? After watching Chaz's Addict Spot, I'm now liking FPL Fella's idea of free hit 33. So that's where I'm currently at. Going against the template is the only way I may gain rank. Yes, most likely. And I saw your wildcard, right, Com? When you built your wildcard, you had like an idea of bench boosting 36 and free hit 37, right? That also was differential. But I understand your team is set up anyways to avoid the situation in 34, so I think you should be fine anyways. I just prefer bench boost home games, but that's just me. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not against that. I think the this bench boost that I have on screen of yours, MSZ, looks better, right? If I play the assistant managership, when can I play my bench boost and free hit? If you play your assistant managership this week, wait, have you already used 1 week of your assistant managership, Tiger? Or is this week the first week you're playing your assistant managership? This is your current team, right? Have you already activated your assistant managership? This is the team and how it looks like, right? Keep in mind, the assistant managership is for 3 game weeks. So if you play the assistant managership this week, then you have to bench boost in. You'll have to bench boost in 36 and free hit in 37, which also means you need to avoid. Yeah, so then you keep your. Oh, you have Milinkovic as well. Okay, you should be okay. Looking at your team. Okay, so you bench boost in. I would bench boost in what do you call? Sorry, I bench boost in 36 and free hit in 37. In terms of assistant manager, you've gone for Maresca. Why Maresca? Why not just go for Eddie Howe if you're going for Maresca anyways? I would go for Eddie Howe over Maresca. Is what I'm thinking. I sent an updated wildcard team. Alright, I'll bring it up. Don't forget to give the stream a like. Yes, indeed. Please don't forget to give the stream a like. Have I missed anyone's teams that I should have bought up? Please do let me know. So this is MFZs. I like this one. This is Akshat's? No. Yeah, this is Akshat's. This is Jamie. Now I need to get Jamie's updated one. Alright, this is Jamie's updated one. Actually, this looks a bit more better. But alright, we got Jamie's updated one. Rhea, Trippier, Milinkovic, Munoz, Saha, Murphy, Salah, Palmer, Marmoush, Mateta, Isak, Flecken, yep, Williams, Robinson, and Kovacic. Flecken, who does Flecken have next week? Brighton. Oh, not too bad. Williams is fine because of the bench boost in 36. Sorry, because of the team in 36 maybe. Robinson and Kovacic. Robinson has Chelsea. Kovacic is having the double. And I'm just wondering if you can move Robinson to anyone else. Munoz, Trippier. Can you get a defensive player instead of Robinson? And instead of Kovacic, if you're anyway benching this week, I would go and get Morgan Rogers instead of Kovacic. And I would upgrade Robinson to a City defender maybe. So Morgan Rogers instead of Kovacic if you're anyway benching. And Robinson, because next week Robinson's fixture is not great against Chelsea. And no double as well, potentially for Robinson. So though that I would change that as well. Jamie, that's the other thing I would change. Sent you a new team. Alright, sorry, had a power cut. Can you please do a team review for me? Yes. Alright, so this is Shubharan's team. So the question I asked you, Shubharan, was between Rogers and Saka, who are you starting? And between Guardiola, Konsa, and Saliba, who you were starting? That's basically the decisions, right, that you have to make. So where are you in terms of those decisions? That's what I wanted to know. Then Tiger sent me a new team. Chad Glasner. Actually, that I don't mind. So this is Tiger's new team. Let me close this old team of Tigers. MFZ, I'm closing your bench boost, but I think the first one is better. Akshat, closing yours as well. So this Tiger's new one with Glasner. Yeah, I don't mind this. I do not mind this at all. Yeah, this is fine. Rhea, Isaac, Mahmoud, Salah, Mafi, Zaka, Rashford, Livermento, Milenkovic, Munoz, Lukadin, Elanga, Nuri, Wood, Rhea. Yep. This looks better. Tiger. This looks better. Here's another question for you. Since you have Munoz and Glasner, you can go for one more Palace player. Would you prefer to sell Chris Wood and go and get Mateta in? I would probably look at selling Chris Wood and getting Mateta in. That's the only thing that I would look at, Tiger. Right now, it's Saliba plus Rogers, but I'm wondering if Guardiola is a better option. But you kind of want Palace to score, right? So if you want Palace to score, you really don't want City keeping a clean sheet in that specific situation. Expecting Saka and Rogers to be benched. Yeah, same. Or should I change my team around, i.e. bench boost and free hit? No. The once you've activated the assistant manager chip, I don't think you can cancel it. I don't think you can cancel the assistant manager chip. Who's predicted to start and double next week? Huh? Double next week? No. Forest don't have a double next week. Guaranteed. The doubles are confirmed for next week. No chance for us to get a double. Andy, how are you doing as well? Welcome, Andy. How's the team looking like, Andy? But yeah, no. Forest are not getting any double next week. That's guaranteed. Take out who I'll be doing a minus. Yes, I know you'll be doing a minus. I'm more than willing to bench one of Saka or Rashford to bring in Mateta this week. Because Mateta has a double game week next week as well. Actually, no, not bench one of Saka or Rashford. 3, 4. You bench one of your. You bench Luka Dean potentially. Or would you bench Luka Dean? Yeah, I might even bench Luka Dean to be honest. One of Luka Dean or Milenkovic I would bench. Would I bench Luka Dean over Rashford? No, I'll still bench. Maybe I'll bench like one of Saka or Rashford and start Mateta. would you persist with Rogers? The right wing spot shows better stats for sure. Also, triple captain Isak on. As in, start Morgan Rogers this week over Saka. Potentially, maybe, yeah. I mean, in terms of would you persist with Rogers? As in, like for the next week as well? Yeah, I don't mind, right? He's a good minutes monster. Triple captain Isak on. I am keeping my triple captaincy for 36 purely for differential play. But I think this week triple captaincy Isak is a no-brainer. I'm happy if you want to triple captain Isak this week, to be honest. No worries about that if you want to do it. Um, I'm thinking Luka Dean benching. Yeah, that's also fine with me. If you want to bench Luka Dean and then get in Mateta, I'm completely fine. Nick, how are you doing? Just got back from football. Hopefully, I haven't missed any leagues. Nah, way too early for any leagues today. So nothing yet at the moment. The only thing I wanted to add for anyone, obviously, I don't know if Nick is going to be available or not, but for anyone has pro clubs, I'm looking to do a stream with subscribers to play pro clubs today after the deadline. So basically, after the deadline stream, we'll start after the deadline stream, and we'll go on until the city game starts. And once the city game starts, we'll kind of stop basically. So if anyone's interested in playing some pro clubs with me on the others channel, let me know. That's the plan today for content on the gaming channel. Good. Palace goalkeeper Burn, Munoz, Murphy, Isak, and the Palace forward Saka, Mbeumo, Marmoush, and Guardiola Bowen on the bench. Fair enough. Looks like a pretty good team. Do you expect Arsenal to keep a clean sheet? Personally, no. Because like I watched the highlights, right, of Brentford versus Chelsea. I was surprised that Brentford didn't get a goal. And I'm expecting Arsenal to rotate. So I'm assuming that should help Brentford a bit in terms of ability to get a goal. Sorry about the spelling. Dyslexia comes in waves. That's fine. Don't worry about it. If City get clean sheet, it's almost an automatic bonus points addition. Yeah, if City get a clean sheet, then you're looking at like last week, right? Guardiola 9-pointer basically. That's the worst case scenario, especially for someone as me as well who has like double Crystal Palace attack. I really don't want City to get a clean sheet. So I'm just completely hedging against City's clean sheet potential and hoping they don't get a clean sheet. The other thing is, like, we're all thinking like Saka is going to be benched, Morgan Rogers is going to be benched. Watch all of these guys go and start, and then we go, these guys are not going to get benched. I should ask Andy. Andy, what do you think? Do you think like Rogers will get benched? And same thing with like Marcus Rashford as well. What's your feeling about Aston Villa players? And after that, FPL Tom has 12:30-ish watch along. Say Chatbox sent you. He has a watch along for that as well. So maybe after the after the gaming session, you guys can go and check out his watch along as well. Ryan, maybe stick a link of the other channel in the chat for anyone who wants to join in. Yes, good point. Thank you. Alright, I'll share the link of the stream Also, this stream has a redirect set on it that once it ends, it redirects you guys to that stream. It means FC Pro Clubs stream after deadline. Alright, I pinned the message. Alright, that's basically the stream link. It's pinned. All Ministry Villa players, everyone apart from goalkeeper. See, that's the problem. That is the big problem. Tiger says I sent you a message. Did you update the team? Let's have a look. Oh no. Oh yes, he did. Ah, now that looks way better, Tiger. I like that. That looks better. Yeah, see, this looks better. Yep, this is completely fine. This is better actually. I don't mind this team. This looks better. Team is sorted then. Best of luck, Tiger. Best of luck. Arsenal supporter equals Roy. Yep, indeed. I watched a video yesterday with the Arsenal supporter. Yep, that's Roy. That's one of my co-hosts. That's why I had Declan Rice on the thumbnail. Because of Roy. Watkins and Martinez will more likely start for me. Other than that, it's a lottery. Yeah, I agree. Like anyone who did, and probably Malin as well, because he's not part of the Champions League squad. But like other than like anyone who started in the Champions League is a minutes race, right? Rogers might get 60 only, and what we have to try and do Wednesday, we played 3 games in one game. The amount of running and work they did, and Villa on. Yeah, that's the thing. Captain and vice captain stay the same. Yeah, captain and vice captain is completely fine. You can keep it as it is on Isaac and Murphy. That's completely fine as well. Southampton are boogie team. We'll see. Do I just start Guardiola and spread the chance of getting clean sheet Ray as goalkeeper? You could do that. I should have actually, when I that is one mistake I made last week. I went and played double defense. Instead, I should have probably spread my risk a bit between Guardiola and Saliba. And because I started Rhea as well, I should have spread my risk. I didn't do it last week. Big mistake. But I think that is also a sensible approach. Tiger, I like him. I'll let him know. We can't keep a clean sheet. That is my problem, which is why I didn't go for Villa defense for the double for next week. Thanks, Teen, says Tiger. So, yeah. So, anyways, Tiger, I like this team. It's completely fine. This is the older team. I will close that. I wonder what Jamie, did you end up with anything? Wonder what Jamie decided. This is Karan as well. Karan's team. I wonder what Karan decided to do with the bench boost. Because I look at his team and I go, his bench boost team looks pretty solid. I don't know what he did. Shubharan still deciding in terms of the minutes. And then this is where I am on. I've got Guardiola on the bench as well. I've got Guardiola and Saliba on the bench with Rashford and Edison. Honestly, this also looks like a pretty decent bench boost. But I'm waiting. I'm going to bench boost in 33 is what I'm thinking. Disasi for free hits this week only. No Villa defenders 1 week only, and the rest of the fires we buy Villa defender. Yeah, true. I agree. Kuzunov is back. Guardiola back at left back. We'll have to wait and see. See, that is way more tempting because it'll be more attacking. I completely forgot that Kuzunov, because we didn't know why he was not starting, right? Apparently, he was married in the last couple of weeks or something, and because that might have got some personal time off. Captain Mateta for a differential. Not against it. That's definitely a differential. He should play 90 minutes this week, right? Or at least close to 90 because Nketiah is suspended. So he can't get like an early sub unless they bring in someone else. But yeah. Would you start Guardiola, Konsa or Saliba? Out of those three, Konsa has the better fixture. So between Guardiola and Konsa, I might pick one. Who do you have in goal, Karam? If you don't mind me asking. Do you have Rea in goal? If you have Rea in goal, I don't mind starting one of Guardiola and Konsa. If you're trying to buy a Villa defender from a villain, obviously. Aditya, how are you doing? If Guardiola starts as left back, he's a super pick. Yeah, if he starts left back, he should be a pretty good pick. Depends whether Kuzunov will come directly straight in or he plays next week. Rashford probably starts today. Does he though? He started in the Champions League as well. Surely he can't start 2 games in a row and Watkins just sits on the bench there. I have Rea and goal, says Karam. Okay, fair enough. Then I don't mind starting one of Guardiola or Konsa. Konsa obviously has the more easier pick. Guardiola has an upside potential, but also you're hoping that Palace actually score. I'm assuming you already have some Palace players. So you're hoping for Palace to score. So in that case, you don't really want Guardiola to keep a clean sheet. So it depends on how much, like if you're wanting to take a edge against, like if you want to bet against City, then completely fine to bench Guardiola as well and start Konsa. Konsa is definitely the differential out of the two. Fazid says Rogers or Saka. Yeah, I think honestly, I won't be surprised if both of them start as well. I should add this. I won't be surprised if Rogers and Saka both start because Rogers is a minutes monster. Saka, I won't be surprised if he starts and plays about 55 to 60 minutes and gets subbed off instead. So we'll have to wait and see. Bench Marmoush for Bruno. I'll play Marmoush. Also sell Guardiola for Bradley. No, I'll keep Guardiola. He has a double game week next week, right? Carries. There's no reason to sell Guardiola now. I'm triple down for Palace. Mateta captain. Logically, doesn't make sense to have him with the triple Palace and Bradley plays in 34, saving a free hit. Oh, but then Guardiola has the double game week next week. You can sell Guardiola after the double game week, right? No reason to say, like, if you look at it, right? Between now and 33, Guardiola has 3 fixtures and Bradley has 2. Yes, Bradley has, but Leicester next week, which is good. But West Ham this week, not the easiest of clean sheets as well. So I don't mind keeping Guardiola. And then if you want to do a swap to Bradley later, you can keep that transfer for later. Rea or Martinez in goal? Martinez. Villa want to try get the FA Cup and we won't roll over when PSG come to Villa Park. Rogers starts, yes, but 60 minutes only. Yeah, that's the thing. You're at best you're expecting, if both Saka and Rogers start, at maximum you're looking at 60 minutes. Ramsey took a knock too and they each other's replacement. Yeah, so then we'll have to wait and see. Edwin, how are you doing? Need some help on chips and bench? Rank 126. Okay, let me bring it up. Was I supposed to bring someone else's team up as well? No. Okay, I haven't missed anyone else's team. Okay, let's bring up Edwin's team as well. $126, you say? Oh, 82 points. Well played. Good stuff. Thomas Frank at the assistant manager. So your chips won't change, Edwin. You have 2 more weeks of AM. Then free hit 34, bench boost. You can bench boost in 36, Edwin. We're expecting a double game week in 36. So maybe wait till game week 36 before deciding that on the bench boost. But free hit 34, yeah, that might be the play. Will it be the play? You don't have. Ooh. Yeah, you'll have 3, 4. I'm just thinking of the amount of players you'll have in 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll have 5 players, right? Potentially 6 if needed. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Free hit 34 for you from the looks of it. Wednesday Ramsey, I mean. Yeah, okay. Had an amazing week. Went from 1.1 to 600k. That is the week I already hope for. That's the weeks I kind of hope for. Already changed Frank to Glasner. Nice. Yep, fair enough. So you gone Frank to Glasner. Yep. Are you starting Savinho or Konsa? That's another question I have for you. The rest looks fine. 71st in the league, rolling the transfer. What a beautiful game week 31 was. Oh, let's have a look, shall we? See, those are the kind of like almost halving your rank kind of game week is what I want. Can I get it this week? Almost 72 points. Jeez. Rea, Guardiola, Munoz, Livramento, Sala, Palmer, Eze, and Mateta. Wow. So, Aditya, what are you doing? You don't even have to change, right? Only Konsa that you have that you can make a decision on. Everything else looks fine. Everything else just plays itself. Livramento will get more than 20 points, no joke. I hope he does. His double is not that great defensively. Who is this, Charis? Everton can score goals and Villa will score. Is this the Forest defense or who are we talking about? Guardiola is now reliant on clean sheets. Double doesn't mean good. Oh, you mean Guardiola? Oh, okay. I was confused. Yep, fair enough. But then, do we know Bradley's gonna start? Like Slot did say Bradley coming back is good, but do we know he's guaranteed start? He probably might, right? I see your point. Yeah, I see your point. But there is a possibility he can play left back now because Kusanov should be back now. Salah signed a new contract. How long for his contract? It's a 2-year contract. So 2 more years of Salah, Tiger. That's my dilemma. Start 2 of Saka, Rogers, Savinho. Tough one to be in. Maybe Savio first. And then between Saka and Rogers. Flip a coin between Saka and Rogers. Honestly, I can't really tell you who. I'm leaning. I probably might lean towards Rogers. Potentially, but like that's so close. Like it's hard to tell. Picking assistants as AM managers with transfers banked love me 1.5 million over 3 weeks. Murphy and Eze changed the ranks. Yep, fair enough. Southampton will score against Villa today. Southampton, and don't forget in the odd goal and Villa letting goals. That's my one worry with Aston Villa. They just defensively sometimes tend to miss the mark. This week could be a red as many are playing the triple captain and bench boost. I mean, look at the poll. We have 26 votes, 42% on triple captain, 19% on assistant manager, and 8% on a bench boost. We basically have 69% on a chip this week. Hoping for another great week. Good luck. Yes, best of luck to you as well. How much did you score on wildcard? 51. You told me to ask what my bench had. My bench was a disaster, let's say. That's my bench. 24 points on the bench. So sad. And the thing is, it was like even if I started Mateta, it was just basically if I started Mateta as well, it would have looked a bit more better. I should have probably not gone double Arsenal defense. That was probably a mistake. And maybe hedged it a bit and started like Guardiola instead. I'm sure Bradley starts. I mean, Guardiola at left back. Watch his recent 10 games. He doesn't go forward anymore in the new system Pep plays. That's why he doesn't score. That is probably true as well, to an extent. So I don't mind if you want to sell Guardiola, yes, but I wouldn't recommend it too much because it's like selling a double game week player for a single game week player. Generally, it doesn't pay off as much. That's the only reason. And if you want to keep, I don't mind. But yeah. Bench boost chat. Says Tiger. I'm playing Saka over Bowen and understand I'm only getting 45 minutes from him. I'm playing Brentford, Saka versus Brentford 40 minutes over Rogers 75 minutes. I'm taking my chances with Saka. Fair enough. I'm starting Saka over Rashford. But the reason I'm starting Saka over Rashford is I'm thinking Rashford gets maybe 30 and maybe Saka might get more than 30 minutes. So I'm happy to try and take a punt on that because of that, like that situation. So yeah, that's kind of where I am at. Also, I thought I'll mention this again. Anyone who has pro clubs and is looking forward to playing pro clubs later with with subscribers on the other channel, let me know. We'll be playing after the deadline stream and until the city game starts. So if you guys are interested, do let me know. And you guys can join as well. So that's the plan for after the stream. After this stream, it'll redirect straight to my second channel. So if you have FIFA or FC24, and you want to play pro clubs, let me know and I can sign you up. So we're just looking to play like these games with the subscribers on the second channel. So anyone who is, if you have any other games as well that you can find other people who are interested in playing as well, let me know. Roger's numbers are fantastic. Side of the frame, not so good inside the frame. Outside the frame, not so good inside the frame. And yes, that's true. So yeah, thought I'll share this as well. All right, and the link for that stream, even if you're not playing and you want to just chill and watch us, and you want to just be involved in the chat, the link for the stream is also pinned in this chat. All right. I don't think we're going to get any leaks now itself. It's still pretty early because we have like an hour and a half. Hey Ryan, no transfers for this week. Just sent you my starting lineup on Discord. Need a bit of help with the pension dilemmas. Aha! Welcome to the pension dilemmas. Open email. Open link. So pension dilemmas. Let me pin this up. Rare, Guardiola, Manusburn, Palmer, Murphy, So your benching dilemmas are probably in defense, right? It's basically Saliba or Konsa or Guardiola. For me, it looks more like Konsa versus Guardiola and who you want to try. You can punt on Konsa if you wanted to, but if you prefer to play Guardiola, there's nothing wrong against that as well. The Ghana's team are more predictable than the Villa team at the moment. Both are very, yeah. Any chances of Arsenal leak? Unlikely, mainly due to the fact that they are the last game for today and they're playing at home as well. So we don't even get any traveling news or anything like that. So unlikely, very unlikely that we get Arsenal league. Arsenal haven't had any leagues in recent times. If anything, we are more likely to get a City league than we're going to get an Arsenal league. I'd love an Aston Villa league. If I knew like a Rashford was starting for Aston Villa, I would put him in the starting lineup now itself. I want an Aston Villa league more than I want an Arsenal league at this moment. Saliba versus Guardiola, Evanilson versus Marmoush. Ooh, Evanilson versus Marmoush. I might start Marmoush because you have to keep in mind that Crystal Palace don't have Guehi for the City game because he is suspended because of the red card. So Guehi will miss the City game. He'll be back for the second Palace game, but he'll miss the City game. So probably might want to keep that in mind, which is why I'm starting Marmoush. I think Konsa gets rotated out now. Possible. Hard to say, but possible. That Marmoush or Semenyo? Marmoush. I'd go for Marmoush just because Palace are missing Guehi. I'd want to target that. I think Liverpool will show up this weekend. Yeah, I do expect them to. And now Salah has signed his contract as well. I won't be surprised if like Salah goes and gets 2 goals this week. To be honest, I won't be surprised if that happens as well. Mm, I think Liverpool, 3 Crystal Palace players, 3 Newcastle players, Rea, Guardiola, Salah, Marmoush, Evan Nilsson, says Ved. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Ah, that's your team. Ooh, interesting. Who are your Palace players? You have double Palace midfield, Ved. On the bench, Saka, Disasi, Saliba, and Areola. Marmoush, Evan Nilsson, and what, Isak? Double Palace mid alongside Salah and Murphy. Yeah, double Palace. So you have Eze, Salah, and Murphy. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Bench boost or wait? I would wait. Given that team, I would wait. They have a better bench boost next week, don't they? I'd wait. Because there's too much risk on the Arsenal minutes for this week. Start Saka or Savinho? At this moment, I'm leaning towards Savinho, Evan. But I don't mind if you want to wait and see if he gets City leaks and see whether Savinho is starting or not. But at this moment, it would be Savinho over Saka for the moment. Sa Eze Munoz, yep. Guardiola is slightly higher chance for attacking threats than Saliba. Oh yeah, most likely. Especially if he plays fullback, then yeah, I would agree. Um, yeah, I'd probably say so. All right. The other thing is, assistant manager this week could be anything. It's going to be insane. Mm, Sports Express, Gibbs White to Saab for a hit. Who is your. How do you have only 2 Palace players? Who is the other Palace player you're missing? I'm assuming you have like Mateta and Munoz. Or do you have Mateta and Eze? Gibbs White to Saab. I don't mind it. Yeah, I actually don't mind it. I'm not against it. Completely fine with me. Saying that, I wonder what FPL review has for my team. If I was to do nothing, what would it say? It'd probably tell me to start like Guardiola or something. Oh, it tells me to start Saliba. Interesting. Reload 3.3 versus Saliba 3.9, but Guardiola is in 4. Interesting. I probably still start Marilla. But the rest of the team looks fine as it is. Yeah. Crazy how Salah is still the top scorer without a single double game week. His higher projected points are higher than the doublers, even though the doublers, like the Palace players, have one extra game. All right, so teams are. How is everyone else looking in terms of teams? I think we are okay at this moment. All right. Any further questions? Anyone? Let me know. Or people are just waiting to see how if we get any leaks or not. In terms of votes, I should probably find a way. If only there were a way to like get people to hit the like button after they press the vote. Don't forget to press that like button as well, people. Once you've done your votes as well. Try and help improve the YouTube algorithm. All right. I'm trying to find any other information, but at this moment we don't have anything. Last game, Isak looked like he wanted to score, but they all wanted goals on themselves. Yeah. Thing is, like last game, the 2 goals that Murphy scored, both situations that Murphy scored, I would have hoped that Isak was the one at the, like he was supposed to be in places. Even the was it the Barnes one, like the places that the Newcastle players scored from. I go, ideally you want Isak to be in those spots, and he wasn't, which is a bit of worrying. Like the Murphy one, the first one as well, like the back post one. Kind of hope that Isak is the one who usually be in those spots to try and tap it in. The fact that Murphy went ahead of Isak for the tap in from the post, yeah, but like there were chances for Isak. He didn't get the ball as well, which is a bit of a pain. But anyways, we just got to hope that this week he kind of does better and gets us some points. So we'll have to wait and see, obviously. All right, let me bring up my team. This is my team. So yeah, I guess we'll wait and see how things go in terms of returns and whatnot. Hard to tell exactly, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping we can get some points this week that are differential. But I look at my players and all now for this week. Murillo, I hope if Murillo can get a clean sheet, if he can get an attack in return as well, that would be very nice. Apart from that, everything else is not really differential. So Murillo is my most differential player this week. Sa as well is not too bad. Benching Saliba and a City defense is definitely differential as well. I like that combination. So will be another interesting week. We'll see how things go. Um, Palmer is my differential. Yeah, Palmer is also another differential for anyone who has him. For me, at this moment, funnily enough, Murillo is my differential. Like if I was to even look live FPL last week's rank, who are my differentials? It's still loading. So Murphy was at 19%, Saar 22%. That's probably going up slightly this week. Rashford obviously is not playing this week. Mateta is above 30, Marmoush all above. Murillo was 3.3%. Murillo is definitely a differential for me this week. So we'll see how Murillo does. Hopefully he does something good. He came close as well last week to scoring. Did you go through the cup or not? Ooh, good question. I did not have a look to it. Did I go through the cup? Where am I? Football Chatbox. Yes, we did make it. We beat JP. Meknat Vidi is the next in the cup, Football Chatbox Cup. If anyone hasn't had a look, have a look. Try and find your team name over here if you can. We're in the round of 128. Oof, top 100k. What is the team looking? Assistant manager is active. Oh no, he's got a chip active. I'm gonna have to. Got Phil Foden, who will probably be on the bench. Actually, team looks exactly the same. Oh no, because he'll probably start Saka as well over Phil Foden. He has Milenkovic. I have Murillo. He doesn't have Livramento though, so I have to hope that Livramento can go like insanely crazy. So it's going to come down to Livramento and Murillo, basically. Guys, I think I'm going to get knocked out of my cup because of the lack of an assistant manager. Rip, 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 rip. Rest in peace. It is what it is. All right, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna need some crazy luck from Murillo and like Murillo and Livramento to kind of save me. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked, go check out if you are in the cup or not. For game week 32, this is how we're looking like. Some familiar names in here, still in the cup. Oh, Combe is playing Abin, who is also one of the Football Chatbox co-host. Andy's playing Sumil, Edwin playing Roman, Russell playing David, Amit playing Luke, Mike playing Arte. Oh, some familiar names still. Ved also there against MFZ. Ved against MFZ. Oh, both of them were in the chat earlier. Who's talking about Russell playing someone? Here Russell shows up. Russell is playing David in the cup. Russell says, "Hey man, I've been so long. I'm doing rubbish in fantasy football this year, but I got a good score last week at last. And Leeds are making me nervous, but a big game today. Hopefully, we are picking a Leeds player next year. They're in the race, isn't the championship? Let's look at the championship. They're playing Preston. Interesting. Second in the table, which Sheffield United just close behind. Top 2 get promotion, right? You have a game in hand as well over Burnley, but even then, Burnley have. Oh, it might not too bad actually. How many games left? 42. How many games in the championship? Russell? How many teams are there? There are 24, so 48. Okay, so 7 games left to go. Fair enough. Between Sheffield and Leeds only. I mean, anything can still happen. Just need to get top 2, right? Who's Cole Palmer? I mean, for you, says Aditya. I don't have Cole Palmer. As for Dom, I got through, and the person I'm facing is playing assistant manager, and how it was nice while it lasted. Yeah, the person you're playing is Abin, who is also one of the co-hosts this week. One of the co-hosts of the Football Chat Box. It's just that I haven't been able to get him on because he's been very busy with like kids and family. So, but who does he have? He's assistant manager, and how makes sense. Yeah, so see, doesn't have Livramento. So I guess we're all hoping for Livramento to like get 2 clean sheets, 2 assists, you know, just go absolutely insanely high and outscore Eddie Howe. A goal and assist for each game against for Livramento would be nice, yes. We'll see how it goes. FPL Bruno playing Abea. Interesting times. All right, let's see. Nick is also still here, playing Ego. All right, we will monitor it. I'm against a guy who's pretty much the same team as mine. Might play my triple captain. Fair enough. Yeah, I noticed as well. Who he's playing? Very similar teams, aren't they? I guess if he'll start Livramento. Question is whether he starts Livramento over Saliba or whether he starts it over Guardiola. Might be like the 1 or 2 changes there. Everything else looks pretty similar. Oh, I closed the mini league. Why did I do that? Let's load it back up. Meanwhile, the other thing I'm trying to survive is avoid relegation from Australian Elite. It's not looking great, guys. I've managed to reduce the points from like 70-point lead to now, what is it? It's 50 something, for 40 to 90. That's 53 points. So it was 70-point lead before the game week started. Now I've reduced it to 53 points. I still need to get into that top 20 somehow. So I need to increase. I don't know. I have to beat all of these guys as well. It's not going to be easy. Let's see. Let's see how things go. Hopefully, can have a good game week this week. We'll see. Yeah, but I also have Livramento and Guardiola. There you go. So we got a hope. Geez, I'm still in the cup. Yes, got a question for you this week regarding my team. Also, almost up to 1,000 subs, which is great. Yes, indeed, we are 20 subscribers away. So if anyone who has friends playing as well, please let them know and get them to subscribe as well. Who's Jaden John Mills? I don't know, bro. Jaden John Mills? You mean based on the cup? Uh, Aditya. Jaden John Mills. Not really sure. Good team though. Merino is a differential. Jaden John Mills. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if this is FPL Ola. Probably not. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Also, for next season, depending on how we go, I was thinking to have like a Discord league for those in the Discord that also encourages the YouTube subscriptions, but I just need to figure out like a prize or something for the Discord league. I also had little Tank. Savinho got benched against United game. Is he now a no-go for double game week 33? We'll see if he starts this week. But then again, City midfielders in general were just a risk, weren't they? City midfielders in general were a risk, I think. So it's hard to say. Um, so yeah, also that's what I was thinking now. Next season, I was thinking maybe we create a Discord league as well, PL, and maybe have one end of the season prize giveaway. We'll see. That is just to encourage the YouTube memberships. But to get YouTube memberships, you have to also give something in return. So that's what I was thinking for that, for YouTube memberships. So we'll see. I'll see if I can try and find someone to sponsor or give us like with these shirt giveaways and whatnot. See whether we can find a partner for that. I have Trossard on the bench now. Do you start him instead of Rogers? That's my issue right now. I have Trossard on the bench. Do you start him instead of Rogers? Ooh, Trossard I would start because I think Trossard should play, right? We expect Trossard to play. I'd probably play Trossard. That's definitely a differential. Also, I benched 36 points total for Game Week 30, 31 combined. Should we go for the bench boost? I'm going bench boost next week. Junta, how are you doing? 2 decisions. 1 start, Guardiola Konsa. 2 start, Saka or Rogers. Guardiola or Konsa? Konsa. I don't mind starting Konsa. Because I'm assuming you have double Palace attack and you kind of want Palace to beat, like you want Palace to score against City, don't you? Ideally speaking. So I don't mind starting Konsa. Between Saka and Rogers, that's a bit more of a closer one. In that one, I don't mind starting Morgan Rogers. Because here's the thing, either both of them get benched, which is possible, or they both start and get about 40 to 60 minutes maybe. But I'm thinking Rogers just because of the slightly easier fixture. It's just that Rogers has Southampton at home. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's basically the money fixture for Rogers, and we don't know whether he'll even start. I don't mind playing Rogers if you guys had. Now that's the same thing with me. Like I've got Marcus Rashford on the bench. Imagine if Rashford was to start playing striker against Southampton, and here I am benching him. Like I got Rashford in my wild card or this fixture, and because I was not expecting him to start against Aston Villa, I mean against PSG, and he went and started against PSG, so that kind of put me off it now, which is why I've started Saka. But yeah, like it's the money fixture, that's the thing. Uh, would you sell Palmer on this week? Generally considering going Merino or Saka. Are you playing any chips today? No chips today. Would you sell Palmer this week? For Merino, Saka, no. See, Palmer played 45 minutes in the Liga Warsaw game, so he should start today. But like, can we guarantee that Saka is like going to play? That's the thing. Like, if you can't guarantee that Saka is going to start, I probably wouldn't do it. I'll just keep Palmer, personally speaking. Russell, are you playing any chips this week or today? Basically. Talking about chips, let me quickly go get myself something to drink and give me a few minutes. I will be back. All right, I forgot. I had muted myself. What I was saying was, are you playing any chips? No, not playing any chips. Keeping my chips this week. The team looks like this. So no chips for this week. This is how the team looks like. And then I was saying in terms of Dom's question for bench boost this week, which is basically Isak, Evan Nelson, and Dan Burn, and Ariolo on the bench versus Evan Nelson, Saliba, and Konsa. So Evan Nelson, Saliba, and Konsa is the thing is we don't know about the minutes of the Aston Villa and Arsenal players, which is why like bench boost 32 is a bit risky unless you had like proper players who didn't have Champions League and all. Bench boost 32 becomes a bit risky because of that. But if you had like others, maybe like Forest options and all on the bench, then it's completely fine. But yeah, I think 33 might potentially be a slightly better bench boost. Ruhil says Isak triple captain. Yep, I'm not against it if you want to play it. Russell, what chip are you playing this week? I'm going to take a screenshot of this stream, share it on. There's the above average FPL mug stuff going on. So let me share that up. All right, let's. When I'm using the chips, I also like the stream to help. Thank you. Gov FPL says lucky. Lucky for what? Lucky for what is the question? All right. When I'm using the chips, I'm using my chips basically during game week 33 for the bench boost. Game week 34 free hit and triple captain is probably game week 36 is my plan. All right, let me share this on Twitter. All right, let's put this on replying to Adam above average FPL because they wanted to share their mugs. I was like, let's just send it over. I'm looking at triple captain on Isak, but I have Gordon as well, which is an issue. Ooh, you went with Gordon. So what are you doing with Gordon? Are you keeping Gordon or are you looking to sell and bring in Murphy instead? Or what's the play with Gordon? And Gov, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Me get a better. Um, how many normal transfers do you have? I have one free transfer today. I'm gonna roll it. So in game week 33, I'll have 2 free transfers. Hey, yes, how are you doing? I have a question to ask. I just wildcarded. I have Rhea Martinez. Yeah, Rhea Martinez, Guardiola, Saliba, Bradley, Munoz, Livramento. So Guardiola, Saliba, Bradley, Munoz, Livramento. Sa, Murphy, Merino, Sala, Rogers, Isak, Mateta, and Marmoush. Looks pretty good. Murphy, sorry, Merino, the differential. Murphy, Isak. Yep, looks pretty good. Yes. What's the plan like for next week? Game week 33, what's your plan? Which one should I share? This one or this one? Potentially, let's share this one. All right, let me send this. What if I switch in the next game week? All of the Newcastle players, Isak, for Watkins and Livramento for Van Dijk and bench boost. Yeah, if you can do that, I don't mind it. So you're going Isak to Watkins and Livramento to Van Dijk. Livramento to Van Dijk. Yeah, okay. I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, to be honest. Probably Murphy, as I have two transfers this week and I want to have two transfers for next week. If I look at my team from last week, you will see my issues. Let's load your team up, shall we? And Savio for Murphy. Ooh, Savio for Murphy. Yeah, you could do Savigny for Murphy. You could also try an Aston Villa play if you want to do, but I understand the Savigny for Murphy move as well. Let's get Russell. How do I find Russell? Russell was somewhere here. Here we go. Russell's team. So this is Russell's team. Oh, you have Gabriel as well. So Gabriel is a situation that you will deal with next week. The Savigny for Murphy move is I'll probably wait and see. But I don't mind doing that if you wanted to. But just wait and decide next week on that one. So Gordon, when did you wildcard? 30. You went with Gordon on 30. I might have paused on that one. Hmm. Yeah, I don't mind doing Gordon to Murphy if you wanted to be honest, because you don't even know if Gordon will be playing this week. So I don't mind doing that. Uh, Alright. So I'd had 12 double game week players and 3 Liverpool players that play against Leicester City. I think that's the bench. 3 players against Leicester City. Damn. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. You have Salah. How would you have 3 players against Leicester City? Salah, Van Dijk. You'll have 2 players, right? Yeah, I thought he would be free of injury by now. Yeah, I was also hoping that, but too late now. I've not made my mind to go for plan A role or plan B. Becky, what's plan A is role? What's plan B, Becky? What is plan B? What is plan B? Alright. Now, where were we? I wanted to bring up this is Russell's team, so I can see what. So Gabriel is another injury next week that you had to deal with as well. This is the team that I've got for this week. We are also waiting on leaks. If you'll have any leaks, wait and see. Also, anyone here who's interested in joining us for FC24, some pro clubs later after the deadline stream, do let me know. We'll have, I think, 1 or 2 people today. Dom and I got 2 teams on the Discord. Dom, did I bring your team up from the Discord? Or did I forget? I feel like I saw this team. Might not consider transfer game to plan B. Wait, is this your team, Becky? Becky, did you share your team on the Discord? Was this your team? Uh, 3-5 to Elanga to Tielemans, Gordon or Murphy. I wouldn't go Gordon. Okay, so this is your team. This is the one you sent on the Discord. Okay, fair enough. I would not go Gordon, but because we don't know about his minutes. Murphy, I don't mind actually. I don't mind Murphy. Yeah, I'm parking Gabriel for next week as I should have a few chances to play with to get a good bench boost sorted as long as I get no new injuries. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get any injuries as well. So we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Yeah, that's one thing I'm kind of hoping we don't get. Let's see. Start Rhea or... Ooh. I'll probably start Cells. Differential. If you have Cells, I might start Cells actually. Will, how are you doing, Will? How have things been? How have things been? I have Rhea and start two Saliba or Guardiol or Mamouche. We have Rhea and start two of Saliba, Guardiol or Mamouche. I would start Mamouche. Between Guardiol and Saliba, I don't mind starting Guardiol. But I'll start Mamouche for sure. Mention Saliba and Savinho this week. Don't like it. Fair enough. I'm on a very similar situation. Where could I send you a picture of my team? Says AS. If you can send it to me on Instagram, that's Football Chatbox on Instagram, or on X, you have to find my handle above on X. This is my X handle, or Football Chatbox on Instagram. If you can send it to one of those two, then I can just bring it up. Or if you have not, if you haven't played the wild card, you can just join the league, the Football Chatbox League. If you join the Football Chatbox League, I'll be able to bring your team up from here, which is what I usually do for everyone. So just join the league and I can bring your team up. And the league code is down below. I'll put the mini league code here as well for anyone who wants. Will says, good mate, how about you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I'm benching Saliba. I'm also benching Guardiola. This is my benching decisions at this moment. Right, I'm going to be a bit quiet now as I'm sorting my team out, but we'll keep listening. Could you do me a favor and keep me updated on any leaks if you hear anything? Yes, I'll let you know, Russell. Right now, I'm keeping an eye out to see if we get any leaks. At this moment, there's nothing, but we'll keep an eye out, obviously. All right. 41 in the league. If you want to take a look, all right, feel free to ask me any questions as I'm listening. All right, no worries. I'm already on it. Says yes, nice. 41 in the league for what happened to my remaining? What is this? Oh, this is Australian Elite. Let me close that. 41 in the league. 41 in the league. Here we go. Change name, says William. Did you get to change name or did you just put change name? So what's the play? It's just in defense, right? Like Savinho, would you really start him over Marmoush? Probably not. I'd prefer Marmoush. Marmoush takes way more shots as well. And on pens as well, so I'd probably prefer Marmoush. Between Guardiola, Konsa, and Saliba, I might potentially start Guardiola. Not really sure because, see, here's the thing: you both have double Palace. You have double Palace, and you kind of want Palace to score, right? Ideally, best case scenario. That means you don't want City to keep a clean sheet. So in that case, you'd probably go, okay, I'd rather play Saliba or Konsa instead. Who to buy from Brighton midfield? Ooh, so Mitoma injured out, right, Aditya? Which means Brighton midfield, your only other opportunity might be Minte. But I might avoid Brighton midfield if you can. Minte might be the only other option. Because Mitoma is also flagged now. Adingra, minutes and whatnot. I think Minte might be the one. But ideally, I would like to avoid Brighton midfield as a whole. To be honest. I sent you on Instagram. Alright, let me bring it up. So yeah, this is Will's team. Same benching issues. Like quite a few of us have. Let me close some of these teams. I don't have too many currents. We'll close. Shubharan, Aditya as well. Edwin as well. Russell will close. Wills will keep open. And let me bring AS up as well. Alright. We got AS up as well. But I have game week 33. I'll bench boost. What do you think? Do you think Marino is a good player? Marino, I don't mind as a differential, by the way. AS. So this is AS's team. Where you have Rea, Saliba, Munoz, Guardiola, Sa, Savinho, Rogers. Oh, you're benching Salah. I would not bench Salah. I would start Salah. Oh wait, this is what your team would in 33 would look like. You have Bradley as well. Okay, that makes sense. So 33, you would bench boost with this. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand. 33 bench boosting. I understand. How did you get your team to look like this? Oh, you have the walk. Oh no. AS, please tell me you did not sell the likes of Isak to get this picture up, because you'll have to buy Isak back for a higher price. I hope you're aware of that. Because you'll have to buy Isak for a higher price than you sold him for. Got Guardiola at the moment because of Rare, but I'm still not sure. Fair enough. Yeah, see the thing with I mean, I'm not against if you want to like just hedge and hope that City lose the clean sheet and you just play play one of Konsa or Saliba. But I do expect Arsenal to potentially lose their clean sheet, is what I'm thinking. I think Brentford have it in them to score a goal. Hoping Arsenal would keep a clean sheet. Becky saying against Brentford, that's my plan, to field all 5 mids instead of and bench Visa. Okay. So Becky kind of wants them to keep a clean sheet. I, on the other hand, I don't mind if they lose the clean sheet. Here we are. Fair enough. I guess we'll have to see how it goes though. All right. So I think I wonder, this is with AS. I don't know. I like the team in 33. I think bench boost will be like this in 33. What does your team look like in 32? And I hope this aren't like this is just a picture of how it might look like. So yeah. But Becky, I don't mind the send you and other stuff. All right, let me have a look. Oh no. Oh rip. Alright, so this is AS's team in this week. So Martinez, Bradley, Munoz, Livramento, Sa, Murphy, Merino, Sala, Isa, Captain, Mateta, Marmush, Rogers on the bench, Saliba, Guardiola, and Rea for the wild card on this week. Yes, I actually don't mind this. Yep, and then that's how you end up with the triple Liverpool. Okay, looks good, looks good. I like it. Merino, I actually don't mind Merino as a differential, which means you won't have Saka next week though. That's the only thing I should probably mention to you. Because Saka will be a popular captaincy option for next week. Um, that's the only thing. But I like Merino as well. Definitely a differential player. So I don't mind Merino as well. Is in terms of benching Bradley this week for Saliba or Guardiola, I actually don't mind starting Bradley. Personally, I don't mind starting Bradley. He's definitely a differential. There's a chance that Liverpool could keep a clean sheet. Vicky, how are you doing? Rea or Martinez? Martinez. I would start Martinez if you had him. Surely, right? Better fixture as well, Southampton. You expect them to keep a clean sheet, even if they might not. But you do expect them to keep a clean sheet. Uh, okay. Anything else? I don't think we have any other information. Um, nope, nothing at the moment. Really, when I sold these and bought them back, I said what I noticed. I did the wrong thing. Yeah, I was a bit worried because you lost a lot of team value there by doing it. Um, but anyways, you were anyway going to sell Isak next week anyways. So you just sold him and you sold Isak a week early basically. The rest it is what the rest is fine, right? Or less rest. What did you change? You changed Murphy for Savinho. I don't think there was too much of a price loss there, right? Yeah, no, there wasn't much of a price loss between Murphy and Savinho, right? It was just the Isak you probably lost a bit, but you were selling Isak next week anyways, so I'm guessing you probably lost on 0.1 at best. It's fine. It's not a big error. So you're fine. Like if you sold Salah, then you're kind of screwed because you want Salah again. Wonder Southampton will continue squeezing a goal just to ruin the clean sheet. See, this is the kind of hope that I have to live in because I'm hoping next week, because a lot of people have gone for West Ham and I suggested West Ham as well. I should add that. But as someone who's trying to play differential, and for people who are bench boosting next week with like West Ham goalkeepers and defenders, Southampton, please score one goal. That's me. That's basically me. I'm really torn between Rogers and Trossard. Surely Villa still need to concentrate on the league, so we'll play Rogers. I won't be surprised if Rogers plays, honestly, because the guy just plays 90 minutes. I don't understand how he can play so many minutes, but he just continues to play. But surely this is the week they kind of give him a rest. Like they don't really need to start him, right? They still have Asensio who can start this week because he didn't start last week. Watkins, Malin, the decent amount of options. Trossard should play, right? He didn't start last week. I'm assuming Trossard starts this week. But I'm hoping Watkins is not going to be. We'll have to wait and see. That's the one thing with Watkins. That's why I don't know if I will trust him for the captaincy. That's the one thing that prevents me from captaining Watkins next week. Just because of the fact of his injury and what, like, is he carrying a knock? I don't even know. So hard to tell. All right. Should I triple captain Isak? I don't mind triple captaincy on Isak. If you wanted to, this is a pretty decent week to triple captain Isak if you wanted to. But I hope because the thing is, if you don't triple captain Isak this week, next week it's probably Saka that might be the popular captain. But then if you're bench boosting next week, you can't play the triple captain. Then it's game week 36. But here's the thing, we don't know if game week 36 will be a double or not. There's a lot riding on a few conditions have to be met for game week 36 to be a double. So that is definitely a risk that I'm also playing by holding out for game week 36. Like holding my triple captaincy for game week 36 is definitely a risk. So yeah, if you want to hold, you can, but Isak is a good option this week as well. I think a lot of people will triple captain Isak. Like look at the votes as well, right? 43% are on a triple captaincy this week. And also now looking at whether to play Martinez instead of Rhea. I don't mind Martinez. I'd probably play Martinez. That means I have no Arsenal defense or attack. Just Brentford will be hard team to play and could score. Yeah. I might even consider punting Fernandes from Southampton or Malin just for differentials. Fernandes from Southampton? Don't go Southampton player. Surely not. Malin, Malin I don't mind actually. Is Malin a midfielder? Or, you know what? Like absolute differential? Asensio. Now, I am most likely going to end up with Rashford and Asensio on my team. Is what my initial plan was instead of Morgan Rogers. But this guy is definitely tempting. So we'll see. Malin, yeah, his minutes are slightly unsure, but yeah, not too bad. I'm going to tell you something worse. I missed the deadline last week and the week before, so I had Haaland and Wood, and they had Haaland as rip. That's the one thing with deadlines. Missing is a bit of a problem. Which is why, you know what? The best thing to avoid when you miss deadlines, like when if those things happen. So usually what I would do is once the deadline is done and once the game is refreshed, just set your bus team. This is why the term bus team comes up. Like you just set your team up for the next game week so that if you happen to suddenly miss your deadline, you at least have your team set up that you knew the players you set up, you trusted them, where you don't end up in a situation where, you know, captaincy and vice captaincy are both screwed. Bench boosting with a bench of Guardiola, Cucurella, and Rashford with Ariola as the goalkeeper. Oh, that's a very interesting bench boost. I don't mind that. Oh, the only problem is minutes of Rashford. And obviously Ariola against Liverpool, not the best situation. But yeah. Start one. Saka, Waneri, Konsa. Oh no. Saka doesn't start, so Waneri probably starts instead of Saka. Saka starts, then Waneri obviously comes off the bench. Konsa. Konsa starts, probably a 6-pointer potential if they keep a clean sheet. No higher potential for points. I might start Saka out of those two. But can we see him starting? We won't even get in league. I might start Saka. I might potentially start Saka for that one. I'll probably start Saka and hope for the best. Yeah. So I'll probably start Saka, probably, Chad. What are you leaning towards though, Chad? That's the other thing. Who are you leaning towards? All right. Do we have any leaks? Let's see. There is what 30 minutes to go. So let's see if we can find any leaks. One area, you're leaning towards one area, then start one area if you're leaning towards. It's a very close call because we don't know exactly who's going to start. If you're leaning towards one area, I'll start one area. Good luck, everyone. Ryan, 100 points for sure. Thank me later. Well, I hope so, Akshat. I'll take 100 points as long as I can get into this top 1 million. But next week, I don't have to show you guys a 7-digit rank. Mystical, how are you doing? Last week I missed the deadline last week and I forgot to use my assistant manager chip. Now I can't use it now since I'm in the free hitting game 34. I'm 58 in the league. All right, let's have a look. So you said you forgot to use the chip, which means what other chips do you have left? Let's have a look, shall we? So let me first have a look at your chips. You've got your bench boost and free hit. So bench boost next week, Mystical. Munoz, Guardiola, Timberburn, Raya, Palmer, Salah, Ismail Sa, Mateta, Isak. I mean, this is still pretty decent for a bench boost for next week. Murphy, no. Oh. No. It did the auto transfer. Oh no. Always play your attacker as your first sub over your two defenders. Generally, rule of thumb, attacker always first sub and then two defenders in the second subs. So you play Murphy this week, Mystical. The question is, do you play Konsa or no, you bench Timber. So you play Munoz, Guardiola, Dan Burn, keep the midfield as it is, start Murphy as well. Keep the forward line as it is. Savinho first sub, Konsa second sub, Timber third sub, Ariola in goal as well. And you bench boost next week. Roll the transfer. And obviously captain Isak or Mateta, whichever you want. But Isak is the more popular option. And you bench boost in 33, free hit in 34. Barnes seems to be okay as well, given his minutes. Yes, that's true. Given that Gordon hasn't been back as well, that has helped Barnes in terms of his minutes as well. Yeah, I know. I have to back up my attackers next time. Yeah, always. That's one thing that I kind of try to do. Attacker, always first sub. And then followed by defenders. Uh, but if no Konsa starts, that's the difficulty for the back seems the way this week. If you know Konsa starts, depends on who you have in attack, right? For you, yeah, if you know Konsa starts, then there is a possibility Konsa outscores one Neri and Saka comes off the bench. So yeah. But we don't know if Konsa will start. The GOAT. Welcome. Would you triple captain Murphy? Probably not. No. No, probably not. Just because no pens and all. Also depends on your rank. Like if you're way far behind in rank and you're chasing, absolute chasing, then maybe I don't mind it. That's an absolutely extremely risky move. But if your rank isn't that great and you're chasing, then yeah, I don't mind triple captaining Murphy. Generally, I wouldn't do it, but if you really wanted to, yeah, I'm not against it. Oh, who is this? I don't even follow this guy. How did this guy end up here? I have to be careful with all these leaks now. All right, we should be getting some city news potentially, hopefully. We'll kind of keep an eye out for it. Savinho, Mamush. Jeff, how are you doing, Jeff? How are things going? Welcome, welcome. I was just looking. Aditya, you asked me who. Where's Aditya? Where is Aditya's team? Here we go. Jaden John Mills. Old Palmer, you said. Is that the same team that I saw? I can't even tell. Oh, no, it's not the same team. I don't know who this is. Oh, sorry. Is this the same team? No, definitely not. Okay, so I don't know. I can't tell you exactly who it is. Bring back my brain, back my chat. I've got big benching dilemma and Foden issues assigned on Twitter. Guardiola and Savinho start apparently. I saw a tweet of Guardiola starting, but I don't know if it is a legit account because I've never seen that account before. So I don't really trust it. But I'm not surprised that Guardiola starts. Were we ever surprised that Guardiola starts? Not really, right? Alright, so this is Jeff's team. He's got his triple captaincy, Rea, Munoz, Livramento, Konsa. You're starting Foden. Very interesting. Eze, Salah, Rogers, Marmuz, Mateta, and Isak. Here's a question for you. Would you sell Foden for Murphy? Would you sell Foden for Murphy, Jeff? The ownership for Murphy went from 16% to 17% from the last minute transfers. Oh, wow. Ebird, how are you doing, Ebird? How are things going? How are things going? Jeff, this is a question for you. Foden to Murphy, maybe? Is Foden even starting? Do we know? I don't think so, right? See, I can't even find anything on Foden. No, nothing on Foden at this moment. Yes, was thinking that potentially Gordon. I wouldn't go Gordon because we don't know what's the news on Gordon. Like we don't know if he's like fully fit or not. So I would avoid Gordon. I'd go Murphy instead. I would go Murphy. because we don't know about Gordon. Gordon, we don't know the injury, and even if he was like fit to play, we don't know whether he'll play good amount of minutes over the double because he's just coming back from injury. Tiger says, "Let's see what your team is looking like." All right, let me bring it up. This is what the team looks like right now. What about the bench situation? Your bench, with your bench, I'd probably keep it as it is. It's basically like I look at your bench and I go, sorry, wrong teams. Konsa versus Saliba. You have Rea in goal as well. So it's Konsa versus Guardiola maybe, potentially. I don't mind it, you put starting Konsa and hoping for the best. I might have Semenyo as first sub. Semenyo first sub just in case Morgan Rogers doesn't play at all. Rogers doesn't play at all, you would want Semenyo coming on, right? Just in case over Rogers. So Semenyo first sub, and then Guardiola maybe second and Saliba third. Or Guardiola, like whoever you think might get more points between Saliba and Guardiola as second subs, just in case Konsa doesn't play. Sent my team on Insta, says Ebert. All right, let me brought it up. I got it. Unfortunately, don't have triple captain thoughts. Let's see. So this is Ebert. Sells, Munoz, Livramento, Guardiola, Salah, Saka, Murphy, Marmoush, Isak, Mateta. Yeah, that's fine. Team looks fine. I like it. Saka, just gotta hope he plays. Would I do anything to make a transfer? No, not really. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind it actually. Ebert. Looks fine for me. Looks fine to me. No problem. Alright, cheers, mate. No worries. Looking good, says Tiger. Thank you. Consent, I'll just probably will be rotated. Yeah, maybe. We don't know. That's the problem. Gita, Guardiola or Timber, -1 to start. Already have Rhea and goal. Would you triple captain Isak? If you wanted to triple captain Isak, I don't mind triple captain Isak. I am keeping my triple captaincy for 36, but I don't know who exactly is going to double in 36. So it's definitely a risk that I'm keeping my triple captaincy. But if you wanted to triple captain Isak, I'm not against it. I'm completely fine with triple captain in Isak. Tiger says, so free hit 34, bench boost 36. What do you think? You can't free hit 34, Tiger, because you've just played your assistant manager, which means 32, 33, and 34, your assistant manager will be active. So you can't free hit 34. I think you might have to look at free hit like even 37, bench boost 36, something like that. Jeff says, all right, cheers, mate. No worries. Gailey says, if you plan to bench boost next week, is this the best game week to triple captain? At the moment, maybe. There is a possibility we get a triple captaincy or we get a double game week in 36. The potential candidates for double could be maybe City in 36 with Southampton and Bournemouth. Otherwise, you get Forest with Leicester and who did they have? Forest. They had Leicester, and I need to see exactly who was the other possibility. Leicester and West Ham. If Forest were to double, that's a possibility as well. Those are probably your double game week considerations, like captaincy. But we don't know if we'll get those doubles or not. But yeah, 36 might be the other week for triple captain. Guardiola or Timber, which to start? I would play Guardiola because I don't think Timber will start personally. Already have Rhea. Yeah, I don't think Timber might start. I have locked in Barnes, says Becky. All right, best of luck, Becky. Mohammed says Konsa, Guardiola, Saliba, Saka, Foden start two defenders or one defender and one mid. I will start Saka. I'll start Guardiola. I might even start Konsa, to be honest. Konsa, Guardiola, and Saka. Foden, I don't know if Foden will start. Let me have a look. I don't think we got any leaks on Foden. Personally, If you wanted to sell Foden to a Newcastle midfielder, I am completely not against it, and I don't mind if you wanted to do it as well. In terms of selling Foden for a Newcastle defender. So yeah, any leaks yet? No, nothing at this moment. Nothing at the moment. There was some leaks about Guardiola starting, but are we surprised that he's starting, to be honest? Not really, right? Like if you're looking for leaks, you mainly want to know whether Foden is starting or not. All right. Do we have any other news? Nothing yet. We have about 13 minutes to go. Should I start Konate or Mings? Also, do I start Saliba? Konate or Mings? Will Mings play this week? Hold on, let me see. Did he play in the PSG fixture? Pau Torres started. Was Mings on the bench? He was on the bench. Ooh, let's see. Give me a second. I'm trying to find out about Mings. Is Mings accept to start? Yeah, he might start potentially. Okay, so I don't mind playing Mings, Ice Cold Jones. In terms of starting Saliba, you can. Over who? Is it over Guardiola or again over Konate or Mings? I don't mind playing Mings, to be honest, if you wanted to, over Konate. Who should I start out of Saliba, Guardiola, Salah, Williams? Salah for sure. I don't mind starting Williams as well. Savinho and Marmoush, I would start Marmoush. I can't choose three and I need one of them to be a defender. So Salah, Williams and Marmoush. That's what I would do with. And do you think it is a strong enough bench boost? I probably might keep your bench boost for 33, looking at that team, because Saliba will double in 33, Guardiola will double in 33, Salah will have Leicester in 33. Williams obviously has Spurs, which is not that great, but I mean, it's possible that, you know, Forest keep a clean sheet. Savinho will have a double, and Marmoush will also have a double. So I probably might double bench boost in 33. Any leaks? Apart from Guardiola leak that someone shared saying he was starting, nothing else at the moment. No other leaks about City. Guardiola I also have. I'd probably start Mings and Guardiola. Oh, do you have? Don't you have Livramento? Who do you have? Like, do you have Munoz, Livramento, Ice Cold Jones? Munoz, Livramento, anyone like that? No news. Bench Williams or Collins? Collins. Collins against it's Collins against Arsenal and Williams against Everton, right? I probably bench Collins, to be honest. Hope I know which Collins. Yeah, okay. I'll probably bench Collins. Munoz and Livramento too. So you start Munoz, Livramento, and then I probably might start Mings. How do you have Konate, Liba, and Cordial? You don't have all three, right? So where did Konate and Mings come from? Nothing really. No other leaks. There's some no proper leaks at the moment. Minx was going to be my transfer option. Oh, I would not do that. No, I wouldn't do that because you go into game week 33 and we don't know if Mings will play both games. So I wouldn't do that. No, 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 no. Don't do that transfer option. Then in that case, I'd rather just start Konate or Guardiola, take a punt on one of them. I would not do the transfer option of Mings. Uh, all right. I wasn't sure about Konate for the rest. He should be fine. All the best, everyone, says Becky. Yes, all the best, everyone. Now, I'm going to take this moment also to share the Pro Club stream that we're going to be doing 15 minutes after the deadline. If anyone is interested in playing Pro Clubs, let me know. We should have Nick and potentially Ezra joining us on stream as well, playing Pro Clubs. So if anyone is interested in playing Pro Clubs, let me know. Start Guardiola or Estupinan. Estupinan, wasn't there a rumor about Estupinan not being fit or something? MFZ, if you have him, I'll probably play him because it's against Leicester. Just want to see who I should bench. If you're bench boosting, regardless, it doesn't matter. I'll start Estupinan and put Guardiola on the bench. Williams or Bradley? Ooh. Williams or Bradley? Bradley. What do you mean not fit? I did see something. I don't know if that's true though. It was a leak. Was it a leak? Estupinan. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. It's probably just a false rumor. Okay, nothing really reliable. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Nothing reliable, MSZ. So don't worry. Don't worry. Ignore me. Um. So yeah. Also, yeah. Anyone interested in pro clubs and playing? Let me know. We'll be doing this stream on the gaming channel, obviously. And so that is something. If anyone has FC24 and wants to join us, feel free to let me know. Saliba or Konate? I have Rhea starting. I would go for Konate. Saliba or Konate? I'll go for Konate. Yeah, potentially. Can we see Arsenal keeping a clean sheet? Yeah, I might go Konate potentially. Morgan Rogers on Instagram. Man has shared a picture, but that doesn't mean he's starting. Do you guys think Rogers will start? He shared a picture of his Instagram of him ready for the next game against Southampton. I don't know. All right. Anything else, people? 47% on Isak triple captain. 33%. That's me included with no chip. All right. How are we looking? How's everyone looking like for teams? You have 4 minutes more. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any other leaks. Foden, a doubt apparently, but we don't know how. We don't know if he'll play or not. If you guys have Foden, I might even sell, to be honest. Um, nothing else. No leaks, guys. Oh, now I'm interested, hoping that that means Rogers start. You mean the Instagram story of Rogers? I don't know, maybe. Sells or Martinez? Martinez. Surely you have to start Martinez against Southampton. Definitely have to play and try it, right? Good luck, all. I need a goalkeeper and Martinez. Wait, don't you already have a goalkeeper, Emerson? You mean to start this week? Didn't you have Rhea in goal? You had Rhea in goal and Ariola on the. Oh, to pick a goalkeeper for this week. Ooh, I don't mind Martinez because if there is a potential that he like if Aston Villa beat Crystal Palace in the semi-finals, there is a potential that they double in 36 and you could have Martinez for a double game week goalkeeper. Although Sels also has a really good fixture that week. Sels or Martinez? You know what? I'd go for Sels. I'd go for Sels. Not what double up on Brighton on bench boost. Nah, I don't know if I would go for Verbruggen. I'd go for Sels because at least when Sels the latter end of the season, Sels his fixtures are a bit more easier than Rhea. So you can at least start Sels like Leicester, West Ham, those games you could probably start Sels because he has a slightly better fixture than Rhea does. It's that, or you just go for Martinez but then you have two double game week goalkeepers next week and you're not even bench boosting next week, so no point. If you're going Martinez, then yeah, no. That I'm going to the Arsenal versus Crystal Palace game on the 23rd. Ooh, best of luck, Tiger. I hope you have a great week that week. 23rd. 23rd of April. That's pretty close. So you should be flying soon, no? I don't know if I'll go double Brighton. I'll Martinez is the same price as Sales, isn't he? Or is Martinez cheaper? Martinez for 0.1 cheaper. But Sales has better fixtures later on this season. So I probably will go for Sales over Martinez. Martinez's fixtures are not great after. And then you'll have Rea and Martinez, and I'd rather have Sales in that specific situation. Hoping everyone gets a green arrow this game week. I hope so as well. One more minute, people. One more minute. I have not seen any leak, interestingly, that has been useful. No leaks, guys. Nothing. No leaks at this moment. And that's it. The deadline is done. Deadline is done. How are we doing, everyone? How's everyone feeling? Are we good? Are we feeling okay? How's everything going? I'm going to now take this opportunity to obviously share the FC Pro Club's stream if anyone is interested. The link is also in the pinned chat as well. I've been heavily considering Captain Eze, but I've talked myself out of it. Oh, Eliza says hoping sorry, who did you end up, Eliza, captaining? Right, it was good to see you again. My team is set now and off to get ready for the build up to Leeds and ready to shit myself while watching it. Great stream, lad. Thank you, Russell. Best of luck to you as well, Russell. Hope everything goes well. And for anyone who's interested, we'll be having a Pro Club stream. If you join us on the Pro Club stream, like to play Pro Clubs, or if you just want to watch, stream should redirect you to that stream. So once I end this one, so let me know if anyone is interested, and I can bring you guys on as well if you're interested in playing Pro Clubs with us. I've just created the club as well. So Road to Division 1, here we go. When live streaming again? Well, I'm going to be on the gaming stream for now. After that, the live stream will be on Monday. Tiger, live stream on Monday. I should also add deadline stream for next week. Deadline stream for next week is, we're not going to have a deadline stream. I think we'll be doing an early deadline stream for next week, most likely on the Friday next week. So I'll let you guys know about that. I'll keep you guys updated on the Monday for that one. But I thought I should let everyone know about that because next week I am not going to be available for the deadline. So we're looking at potentially a a Friday night stream instead. So thought I'll inform everyone about that as well. I ended up on Captain Isak. Fair enough. I went with Saka. I think he starts. I hope so. Now that I've started him as well. Good luck, everyone. Says chat. Good luck to you as well. All right. So, Pro Club stream on the gaming channel. If anyone is interested, feel free to join me there. We'll be streaming until the City game starts, basically. And once the City game starts, we'll end that one as well. So I'll share this link in the chat over here for any one of you who is interested. Where is my YouTube? YouTube. Here we go. That's the Pro Club stream for anyone who wants to come and join. I'll be in the UK next week. Best of luck, Tiger. I'm away from 15th to 7th of May. Enjoy the holidays and the trip. And I'll see you soon as well. Yeah, I think we'll end it here. Thank you all for watching. Do join us for the stream as well. What is the channel about? It's basically a second channel for the Football Chatbox where we'll have like gaming streams and like various extra bit of content that is not really relevant for the Football Chatbox channel but can go on the second channel. That's basically the plan for this. So do join there if you want to, guys. If you guys want to subscribe to that channel as well, do subscribe as well. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy your weekend. And if you guys want to join me, feel free to join me as well. And I'll see you all on Monday. Peace out, everyone.